out there, and welcome to the program that gives you insight into the maritime industry. I remain your uncle, Moyoluwa Olutayo. Today's episode promises to be interesting because we have juicy details that will gladden your heart, especially for all maritime lovers. Join us, sail with us as the voyage begins.
A new dawn has come. Every seafarer who knows their honor should know that the union is there for them.
We all must work together to own up to that our ocean and make the best of the opportunity which is now.
First of all, I want to congratulate them. It has been a tough time for Nigerian seafarers. We all agree as an operator, we see how they work hard. Our demography is a very young population, and we have very strong, not only young but strong population. They reach a good career. Let's talk together. Let them contact Nigerian Chamber of Shipping and also Nimasa, and so let's see how we can work this out to create these opportunities for them.
If you're just joining us, welcome on the program. It's Nimasa this week. Our first destination today is the Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, where the Honorable Minister, His Excellency Adegboyega Oyetola CON, has successfully recorded several landmark achievements. Efforts are ongoing, both internal and external, to secure global recognition for the Nigerian Maritime Administration. In the latest development, the Honorable Minister led a high-level delegation to the United Kingdom on official assignment. Stay tuned for the report. I'll be right back.
With the highly anticipated International Maritime Organization Council election fast approaching, Nigeria has officially launched its campaign for a seat in Category C. The flag-off took place on the sidelines of the 110th session of the Maritime Safety Committee MSC 110 at the IMO headquarters in London. Leading the delegation was the Honorable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, His Excellency Adegboyega Oyetola CON, who delivered a compelling address. He conveyed the warm regards of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and reaffirmed Nigeria's steadfast commitment to the IMO's mission of safe, secure, and sustainable shipping.
I bring you warm greetings from the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who reaffirms Nigeria's unwavering commitment to the ideals, principles, and objectives of the International Maritime Organization, IMO. Today, we formally declare Nigeria's candidacy for re-election to the IMO Council under Category C. 2026-2027 annual. As a responsible maritime nation, strategically located on the Gulf of Guinea, one of the most commercially significant and security-sensitive shipping routes in the world, Nigeria remains resolute in supporting the IMO's mandate to promote safe, secure, environmentally sound, efficient, and sustainable shipping.
Oyetola highlighted Nigeria's Deep Blue project as a model of maritime security innovation, an initiative coordinated by the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency as an example of Nigeria's proactive efforts to safeguard maritime domains. He noted the significant drop in piracy incidents across the Gulf of Guinea, which has earned global recognition, including praise from the International Maritime Bureau.
Over the years, Nigeria has made significant strides in enhancing maritime safety and security in the Gulf of Guinea. Our landmark Deep Blue project, a comprehensive multi-layered maritime security architecture has become a model for integrated maritime domain awareness and enforcement. With air, land, and sea assets fully deployed and coordinated under the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa, Nigeria has recorded 0 piracy incidents in its territorial waters over the past 3 years, while also contributes significantly to the sharp decline in piracy across the broader Port of Guinea and ensuring much safer waters for global shipping. This milestone achievement has been duly recognized by the International Maritime Bureau. Nigeria has also ratified and domesticated key IMO instruments and continues to undertake national reforms to align with evolving global maritime standards. We are currently in the process of ratifying additional conventions, including those on greenhouse gas emissions, biofouling, and maritime labor protection, a clear demonstration of our readiness to support the IMO's regulatory leadership in addressing climate change and protecting the rights of seafarers.
Also speaking at the event was the Director General of Nimasa, Dr. Dayo Muberiola, who reiterated Nigeria's enduring commitment to international maritime cooperation and leadership,
which has set a clear and confident tone for the formal launch of Nigeria's candidacy for re-election to the IMO Council. We are deeply grateful for the presence and support of His Excellency, the IMO Secretary General, all the excellencies that are here present, industry, organizations, and distinguished delegates, whose engagement reflects our shared commitment to a safe, secure, and sustainable maritime domain.
The event drew a distinguished audience, including the Secretary General of the IMO, Mr. Arsenio Dominguez, alongside permanent representatives, alternate representatives, diplomats, and delegates from over 170 IMO member states, all of whom are expected to cast their votes in the upcoming elections scheduled for November-December 2025.
Nigeria, a maritime nation with 853 kilometers of coastline, 10,000 kilometers of inland waterways, and a commanding presence along the Gulf of Guinea.
This vast blue economy is not just potential, it's powering trade, security, and sustainability for Nigeria and the entire region. Nigeria is fully aligned with the International Maritime Organization's vision for safer, greener, and more secure seas.
Nigeria is actively implementing a marine litter action plan to protect its waters and enhance sustainable ocean governance. In recent years, it has ratified key IMO instruments covering maritime safety, training for fishing vessel personnel, and pollution response, while securing presidential assent for 3 more conventions on ship recycling, liability limits, and passenger safety.
But trade and tourism thrive only where there is maritime security. Once a piracy hotspot, the Gulf of Guinea is now safer, thanks largely to Nigeria's Deep Blue project, led by Nimasa in partnership with the Nigerian Navy and other regional architecture.
Combining satellite surveillance, air and sea assets, and an advanced command and control center, the Deep Blue project has helped reduce piracy incidents in Nigerian waters to 0 and, by extension, significantly across the wider region.
At the core of Nigeria's maritime transformation is the Lekki Deep Sea Port, the first fully automated port in Nigeria and one of the most advanced in West Africa. It can handle 2.5 million TEUs annually, easing congestion, reducing dwell time, and revolutionizing logistics for African trade.
Next to Lekki Port sits the Dangote refinery, Africa's largest, with a capacity of 650,000 barrels per day. This massive infrastructure is redefining maritime logistics in the region.
As a coastal state, Nigeria is investing in sustainable maritime solutions, including green port infrastructure, energy-efficient vessels, and the use of climate-friendly CNG-powered trucks to reduce greenhouse gas emissions.
But infrastructure alone is not enough. Nigeria is building people. Through the Nigerian Seafarers Development Program, over 2,200 cadets have been trained, many with global standard certifications.
Training partnerships with some countries continue to grow. Maritime academies in Nigeria are better equipped for training. Nigeria also supports gender inclusion in maritime professions, empowering more women to thrive in the blue economy.
Nigeria's maritime sector is more than shipping lanes and oil platforms. It is a source of jobs, tourism, trade, energy, and national pride.
Ecotourism on our Atlantic coast to clean shipping and digital port solutions.
Nigeria is not just sailing ahead. We're bringing others along.
We are partnering for a safer, greener, and inclusive maritime future.
Introducing the new face of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa. We are charting the direction for our maritime and regulating the industry for a better, bigger, and more economically stable Nigeria. Evolved to serve you better. We are Nimasa. New face, rejuvenated service. Nimasa, changing the tides in your favor.
A new dawn has come. Every seafarer who knows their honor should know that the union is there for them.
We all must work together to own up to that our ocean and make the best of the opportunity which is now.
First of all, I want to congratulate them. It has been a tough time for Nigerian seafarers. We all agree as an operator, we see how they work hard. Our demography is a very young population, and we have very strong, not only young but strong population. They reach a good career. Let's talk together. Let them contact Nigerian Chamber of Shipping and also Nimasa, and so let's see how we can work this out to create these opportunities for them.
The program is still Nimasa this week. As Nigeria deepens its maritime ambition with the creation of Marine and Blue Economy Ministry and its bid for the International Maritime Organization Council Category C, the role of Nimasa and regional bodies like Abuja MOU has become increasingly vital. On the Nautical Chat segment today, we have in the studio the Secretary General of the Abuja MOU, Captain Sunday Umoren, who will be discussing efforts made to strengthen port state control and other vital issues. Femi, over to you.
As Nigeria deepens its maritime ambitions with the creation of the Marine and Blue Economy Ministry, and now its renewed ambition to return to the Category C of the IMO, it is imperative to discuss Nimasa's initiative and, of course, collaborative drive with other stakeholders in the maritime industry, of which Abuja MOU is one of these very important and key stakeholders to partner with. Today, in this edition of Nautical Charts in Nimasa this week, I'll be speaking with the Secretary General of the Abuja MOU and the person of Captain Sunday Umoren. Captain, sir.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to meet you again, sir.
Always a pleasure being with you.
How would you evaluate Nigeria's performance under the Abuja MOU, especially in terms of port state control and ship inspection outcomes?
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Femi. As highlighted, Abuja MOU is a memorandum of understanding on port-state control for West and Central African region, having membership of countries spanning the Atlantic from Mauritania to South Africa. The major mandate is ensuring that substandard vessels don't trade within the region. Then zooming into Nigeria as a very strong member of the Abuja MOU family, I will adjust Nimasa or Nigeria from two angles. One, as the host nation, and then two, as a member of the MOU regime. As a host nation, yes, we've been having all the support from the Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy and Nimasa in hosting our programs. And also with respect to financial support in running the affairs of the MOU. With respect to its activities related to the core mandate of the MOU regime, we look at inspection regime, because it's all about the enforcement of the International Maritime Organization's conventions and those of ILO. So with respect to inspection, Nigeria has never failed in conducting inspections. Looking at the statistics from 2021, we did 2,605 inspections. 2022, we did 2,421. 2023, we did 3,117. And this and the last year, we did 3,204. And of course, the other KPI is the detention. Nigeria has been on the belt of detention of about 20 ships, non-compliant ships within the period, which forms about 0.8% of the inspections being conducted. And the deficiencies also, that as in you have inspected, what are the things? Because you need to be proficient to pick up those small points. This small point that if you don't pick up, you eventually lead into accidents or pollution of your waters. We have been on about 200 deficiencies on the average. So that's on what you call the port state control inspections. Then there is the one we call concentrated inspection campaign, CIC, which is some sort of inspections that will focus on certain aspects of the maritime. Nigeria has participated over the years. Last year, Nigeria did 220 CIC inspections against Senegal, that was second closest with 102. Togo did 83 and Ghana did 59 CIC inspections. So you could see that Nigeria has been at that forefront of port-state control inspections. And then again, we have what we call the mentor-mentee scheme, to which countries that are doing well in inspections are brought in to mentor the ones that are coming up. And Nigeria has been one of the topmost mentors. We successfully mentored Sierra Leone last year, and they are eternally grateful to us for that. And the other KPI is about stakeholders' complaints. You are dealing with third parties. We always try to get the feedback from third parties to see how people are doing. So that feedback loop is very important. As last year, we've not had any complaints about Nigeria.
Thank you. So we believe that's a plus for Nigeria.
Yeah,
of course,
that's a plus.
And Nimasa always a driver, of course, in Nigeria. So now, talking about this Abuja MOU, we know you cannot work alone. You have to collaborate, with other agencies. Now, what is your collaboration level with Nimasa, regarding safer shipping in our country? Because our mission talks about safer shipping in Nimasa. What's the level of collaboration between Abuja MOU and Nimasa?
Thank you very much. For inspection, I'll first highlight the fact that Abuja MOU does not have inspectors. So we solely rely on the inspectors, the well-trained inspectors from the member state. So for Nigeria, as a member of the regime, Nimasa's inspectors are the ones conducting the inspection for us. So in our tribe, in meeting 15% of foreign vessels visiting the region, Nimasa's inspectors play a vital role in ensuring that this is being done.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Captain, sir, you said something about this mentorship program.
Yes.
And I know you mentioned that Syria, has benefited from this scheme, whereby Nimasa, Nigeria, was able to, mentor these people. Now, How effective has this mentorship scheme been?
Okay, I will look at the performance of the Sierra Leoneans who were in Nigeria, hosted in Nigeria for 2 weeks by Nimasa. Their inspections have improved greatly with respect to number. They're inspecting more ships. Now we're having less complaints with respect to the outcome of their inspection. And that was just the kickoff. Nigeria has also given us the words that they will always be there to mentor any other country. So I'm moving from, like, okay, you said the lingua franca of Sierra Leone is English, that of Nigeria is English, so English. So we're looking at a blend now. The next phase will be a case of French and English, Anglo and such. So bring them together. Let the cultural aspect, the cultural block also be broken. So the mentor-mentee has been applauded by other MOUs, and in fact, other MOUs are actually acting on it too. Although one of the MOUs has moved a notch up, has notched it up by going for what we call the inter-MOU mentoring. So it means we could send some people from Abuja MOU region to go to Paris MOU region and be mentored. So we are looking at bringing that up in our next meeting so that any country that is willing and that is ready to have its inspectors sent to other regime, which will be in other region, can benefit from it. So it's a great approach towards harmonization of the inspection regime.
Seafarers form a remarkable global workforce that calls ships their place of work. It is a unique, exciting and demanding environment, one that must be free from violence and harassment. As Secretary General, steering the IMO ship, I know that leadership is vital to creating a safe, inclusive and respectful working environment for all. It is about humility, patience, listening, positivity, respect and professionalism, while also holding people accountable, supporting them whilst demanding their best and having the difficult conversations when necessary. This year's Day of the Seafarers will launch the My Harassment Free Ship campaign, which aims to shine a light on what we can all do to foster a culture of zero tolerance. We will highlight seafarers who have successfully cultivated cultures of respect and accountability on board. We will also amplify the voices of those who have dealt with harassment, learning from their stories and ensuring they are heard. IMO is also doing its part. We have taken a decisive step to amend the standards of training, certification and watchkeeping for Seafarers Code, mandating training for all seafarers on preventing and addressing violence and harassment. We are developing interactive platforms to connect seafarers with best practices and support networks from around the globe. No one should feel alone in their struggle. I invite you all to join me in supporting the My Harassment Free Ship campaign. Foster a culture of zero tolerance on ships where respect, safety and inclusivity are the standard, and where every individual working at sea can do so with dignity and security.
A new dawn has come. Every seafarer who knows their honor should know that the union is there for them.
We all must work together to own up to that our ocean and make the best of the opportunity which is now.
First of all, I want to congratulate them. It has been a tough time for Nigerian seafarers. We all agree as an operator, we see how they work hard. Our demography is a very young population, and we have very strong, not only young but strong population. They reach a good career. Let's talk together. Let them contact Nigerian Chamber of Shipping and also Nimasa, and so let's see how we can work this out to create these opportunities for them.
In Introducing the new face of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa. We are charting the direction for a maritime and regulating the industry for a better, bigger, and more economically stable Nigeria. Evolved to serve you better. We are Nimasa. New face, rejuvenated service. Nimasa, changing the tides in your favor.
Wow, we've finally come to the end of the program again today. I hope you had a wonderful time watching the show. But before I leave, we are gradually moving close to the end of the month of June, which marks half of the year. Remember, you have the power in you to still sail to a greater height. So why don't you ignite the potentials in you and begin to pursue your goal? Until we meet again on the same platform, same station, next week. Bye for now.